What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sports PSP in the building. Hope you all enjoying your Wednesday. Want to talk about some NFL news regarding the wild card playoff game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which you will watch on Monday night on ESPN or ABC. The reason why I want to talk about this is because Dallas Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones was on 105.3 The Fan in Dallas yesterday, and he was asked a question about if the Cowboys lose to the Buccaneers, will it cost Mike McCarthy his job? And Jerry Jones said, no, I don't even want to. No, that's it. I don't need to go into all the pluses or minuses. I've got a lot more to evaluate Mike McCarthy on than this playoff game. Jerry Jones went further. I can't tell you how much confidence I've got in Mike and our coaching staff of being on top of where we are with this team right now. They've got every nuance. They understand every frailty that we might have or we might have shown Sunday in the loss to Washington. They've got everything in their grasp and in their understanding. And I have complete confidence in this coaching staff. It's outstanding. We've got a great chance to go down there and have success. So you heard it, folks. Jerry Jones made it clear, no matter what happens in that wild card playoff game, Mike McCarthy ain't losing his job. Because he has more to evaluate Mike McCarthy than this one playoff game. Now, my take. Jerry told the truth. Everything that Jerry Jones said on 105.3 The Fan yesterday is exactly what I've been saying about Mike McCarthy. Jerry ain't gonna fire Mike McCarthy. You know why? Because Mike McCarthy has proven to be a yes man. I mean, there's nothing about him that says he's a leader. He's a made man. I've said it before, folks. A lot of people have said this. Shannon Sharpe and so many others. Mike McCarthy is just a product of two Hall of Fame quarterbacks throughout his time in Green Bay. Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. That's it. He was here because Cowboy fans had the impression, oh, we got a made man in Mike McCarthy. We got a Super Bowl champion head coach. We finally got rid of Jason Garrett. All those seasons of 8-8. Mike McCarthy has proven he's not a made man. Mike McCarthy has proven he's a yes man. He's Jason Garrett 2.0. That's what I'm trying to say. He's Jason Garrett 2.0. People will look at his record in Green Bay. They will look at the Super Bowl championship, the numerous NFC championship games he's been to in Green Bay. But all of that is overshadowed because of the quarterbacks that he had in Brett Favre and mostly Aaron Rodgers. And not only that, you look at him in Dallas the past couple of seasons. Even though he was the head coach and even though Dallas had back-to-back 12-5 seasons, last year winning the NFC East Division, this year clinching a playoff berth, you know why? It's because of everything else. It's because of the talent he had on offense, the defense, the coordinators, Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator, Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator, who both are looking for a head coaching job. And by the way, Mike McCarthy is under no pressure, I believe, because Jerry Jones validated it. He said it. He has more to evaluate than one playoff game. Jerry ain't gonna fire Mike McCarthy. Dan Quinn, Kellen Moore, Dak Prescott are under the most pressure. Dak, because he's the quarterback, he's the paid quarterback. And not only that, he has struggled this season. Dak leads the league in interceptions. Last week against Washington, he played awful. He was like 14-37 for like 128 yards. One touchdown pass, but he also threw a pick six. He's tied this season for the most pick sixes with 3. Dak is tied with the most interceptions this year in interceptions. I think he and Davis Mills of the Houston Texans. Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore are under a lot of pressure because if they screw up in this game, whether their play calling, whether their lack of execution or whatever, it's going to cost them a head coaching job. Mike McCarthy, he's under no pressure. Because as long as Jerry Jones raves about him, as long as he loves him, nothing else matters. I mean, this is what Jerry Jones said last year, December 28th of 2021. This is what he said about Mike McCarthy. He is the difference maker, and that needs to be recognized. I'm really proud of him. He said this before about Mike McCarthy, and he's saying it again. He's saying nothing but great, wonderful things about Mike McCarthy. Jerry's saying all these things about Mike McCarthy because, after all, he hired him. He gave him the head coaching job. And if he said something negative, then that's on Jerry because you hired him. You gave him the opportunity. So what do I also make? First of all, Dallas Cowboy fans, get this out your head. If you think you're firing Mike McCarthy and getting somebody else like Sean Payton, for an example, you're sadly mistaken. That ain't happening. Sean Payton is a made man. He's had success as a head coach. He's won a Super Bowl like Mike McCarthy. He's been to NFC Championship games as a head coach throughout his time with the New Orleans Saints. Sean Payton wants to go to a team where he can make a ton of money and, more importantly, he can have final say. If he goes to Dallas, Jerry is not going to give him final say. He's not just the owner, he's also the GM. Jerry wants final say. Jerry wants to be in control of everything. That's the biggest problem with the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, we can talk about the players with Dak Prescott. Yes, we can talk about Kellen Moore and Dan Quinn. We can talk about a lot of other things with the Dallas Cowboys. But the biggest problem with the Dallas Cowboys always has and will continue to be Jerry Jones. Because Jerry Jones wants to do things his way. Jerry just turned 80 years old. Jerry, if you want to win another Super Bowl, man, and you're not getting any younger, no disrespect, but if you want to win another Super Bowl, man, at some point in time, you're going to have to put your ego aside. But the problem is with guys like Jerry, when you reach a certain point in age, and once you've made a ton of money, and Jerry no doubt has made a ton of money throughout his career. After all, Dallas Cowboys, they're not called America's team for a reason. Okay, they're worth a ton of money. They're worth what, $6-8 billion? So Jerry ain't changing. Jerry's not going to hire Sean Payton. Even if he fires Mike McCarthy, he'll probably hire somebody else that he can tell what to do. Because Jerry wants credit. Jerry wants control. Jerry wants to do whatever he wants to do. As for the wild card game, I see the Dallas Cowboys losing this one 27-17 because it's Tom Brady and Dallas is just prone to making mistakes. And if you make mistakes, and more importantly, if you give an opportunity like someone like Tom Brady, regardless of how he's played this season, in the end, he will capitalize. He will cash in his check. So I got Tampa winning this one 27-17. Like I said, again, Jerry ain't firing Mike McCarthy. Jerry is going to continuously do things that he wants to do. Jerry wants to be in control. And that's the problem with the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones. We can look at the players. We can look at the coaches. We can look at everybody else. But Jerry Jones is the biggest problem. Because until Jerry Jones changes his way, until Jerry changes his way and puts his ego aside, I don't see the Dallas Cowboys winning anything. Then they forget a Super Bowl. Can they even get to one, let alone an NFC Championship game? But that's my thoughts. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below.